if we are counting the gestational age, we are counting that age 14 days before the fertilization. That means, and when we are counting this age from the day of the fertilization, तो दोनों में कितना difference है? 14 days का difference है. And implantation occurs after how many days of fertilization? 7 days after fertilization. ये सब ठीक से पढ़ेंगे कैसे कैसे क्या हो रहा है. अभी हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? लाइक गैमेटोजेनेसिस की. बिकॉज दिस होल प्रोसेस, दिस एम्ब्रियोलॉजी, इट स्टार्ट्स विद द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द gametes. There are two gametes, you know that, male gametes and female gametes. So what is gametogenesis? The sperm and oocytes are the male and female gametes. They are the haploid cells. They are the only cells in the body which are haploid. Others are diploid. That is the basic difference between the gametes and the normal cells of the body. And then this number of chromosomes, it reduces by a reductional division, that you know it is meiosis 1 or 2. Meiosis 1. So in meiosis 1, this reductional division occurs, and then what is formed? Their specialized generative cells are formed. They are known as gametes. During gametogenesis, the chromosome number is reduced to half, and the shape of the cells is also altered. You know that sperms have got a specific shape, and ova is also a, oocyte is also a specialized cell. तो ये जो changes हैं, those changes we will be seeing today. Today's class will be basically on the spermatogenesis. मुझे लग रहा था इतना ही हम आज के सेशन में कर पाएंगे. So gamete maturation in males is spermatogenesis, and in females it is oogenesis. So spermatogenesis, can somebody define for me the terms spermatogonia, spermatocyte and then spermatozoa? तुमको क्या लगता है इन सब में क्या डिफरेंस है? हाँ बोलो. हाँ, नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम तो किसमें कितना है वो नहीं पता है. और कोई? ही इज सेइंग देयर इज डिफरेंस. हाँ, spermatogonia is the male germ cell, diploid cell, and then the spermatocyte, there are primary spermatocyte and then there is a secondary spermatocyte. तो haploid कहाँ से हुआ है? सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट से. बस यहाँ इतना याद रखना है, जब भी वर्ड हम सेकेंडरी यूज कर रहे हैं, दैट मीन्स क्रोमोसोम नंबर इज रिड्यूस टू हाफ, एंड देन सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट विल चेंज इन स्पर्मेटोजोआ, सीधे बन जाएगा पहले मेटेड, एंड देन विल ट्रांसफॉर्म बाय अ प्रोसेस, दैट प्रोसेस spermiogenesis into spermatozoa या spermatozoon. So that process we will be seeing. So sequence of events by which primitive germ cells called spermatogonia are transformed into mature spermatozoa. That means this spermatogenesis is including spermiogenesis also, because if we say that it is spermatozoa or spermatozoon, that means it is motile. So that means it is transformed. तो अब हम देखेंगे. So this maturation process, when does it begin? It begins at puberty. So this is the basic difference between spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Oogenesis starts before birth. It's before birth, and this process, this whole process of spermatogenesis, it starts at puberty and it ends at, in males it ends at till life. It is continuous till life. So this process takes place in the seminiferous tubules. So what are the components of the male reproductive system? You all might be knowing. There are testes, then epididymis, vas deferens. This is the as a whole, this is the sagittal section of the pelvic region. So So how many viscera are there in the sagittal section? There are only two viscera in males. Basically the two major viscera, the urinary bladder, and behind there is rectum and anal canal. So this is the urinary bladder, rectum and anal canal. This is the pubis bone which is lying in front. So we are going from anterior towards the posterior side. This is the sagittal section. Then you can make out the testes. They are lying inside the scrotum, connected with the help of vas deferens. In vas deferens, it is passing behind the urinary bladder, and then where it is opening, it is combining with the ducts from the seminal vesicles, forming an ejaculatory duct. That duct is opening where? Into the prostatic part of the urethra. So sperms after formation traveling through the epididymis, through the vas deferens, going behind the bladder. These are general only the relations. Going through the vas deferens is 45 centimeter elongated structure. Then the duct from the seminal vesicle, both of them are forming the ejaculatory duct, and this duct will be opening into the prostatic part of the urethra. Urethra, you can see it is starting from the urinary bladder, passing through the prostate gland, then it is passing through the penis. So into the prostatic part, this duct is opening. Then seminal vesicles will be pouring their secretion. The bulbourethral glands will also be pouring their secretion, and this way you know the combined semen will be forming. So coming to the spermatogenesis part, where the spermatogenesis takes place, it takes place inside the testes. You know that testes have got a body how many degrees Celsius lower temperature? 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower temperature than the body temperature is required for the spermatogenesis. So it takes place inside the testes. What are the coverings of the testes? You will be reading in histology, पर एक यहाँ पे देख लेते हैं, तुम्हें पता भी होगा, the tunica vaginalis, tunica albuginea and tunica वैस्कुलोसा. अभी जब कैडेवर में से जैसे टेस्टिस मूव करते हैं, so they appear whitish in color. So why do they appear whitish in color? Because of this covering, this tunica albuginea. This is whitish in color. Then testes are covered by peritoneal fold. That covering is tunica vaginalis. So tunica albuginea, here you can see it is shown in the blue color, and then this tunica albuginea is dividing testes into providing certain septations and dividing the testes, and then you can see the seminiferous tubules. They are lying inside these lobes or lobules of the testes. Then tunica vasculosa, basically it will be, this is the lining which passes along the seminiferous tubule. So outermost covering is tunica vaginalis, then tunica albuginea, whitish sheath forming septations, and then the tunica vasculosa. And then these septations will be dividing testes into lobules, and lobules will be consisting of seminiferous tubules. So what is the function of testes? They will be producing sperms, and then they synthesize testosterone also. If we go inside the testes, ऐसा एक section ले लें, slide बनाएं, तो there is so testes have got seminiferous tubules, and then there is peritubular space in between the tubules. What that peritubular space contains? It contains two kinds of cells and the Leydig cells. Which cells secrete testosterone hormone? Leydig cells, or that is why we call them as interstitial cells also, because they are not present inside the tubules. They are lying in the peritubular space. So these Leydig cells, they are meant for the synthesis of testosterone, and these myoid cells are muscle-like kind of cells. They produce peristaltic waves for the movement of these sperms. Then these, coming to the structure of seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules are lined by what? They have Sertoli cells or Sertoli cells, and then what else is there? Because sperms will be synthesized, the germinal epithelium or the germ cells, they will also, so besides Sertoli cells, what else is present in the seminiferous tubules? The germ cells, which remain dormant till puberty, and then at puberty, under the effect of hormones, they will be maturing or passing through different generations. That means the changes from spermatogonia to spermatocyte, those changes will be occurring in which layer? Seminiferous tubules. So seminiferous tubules, basically they will be consisting these sperms in different generations. Are spermatogonia, some are spermatocytes, primary, secondary, and then the spermatids. So you can, if we take the section of a single seminiferous tubule, you can see different kinds of cells or the sperms. They will be lying in different generation from basal side towards the luminal side. At the luminal side, we can detect or find out the tails of the sperms. They are visible towards the lumen. That means maturation begins towards the basal layer, and as soon as they become mature, they pass towards the lumen, because from the lumen they have to be propelled outside. So different generations lying along these this basal cell layers. Then what else is present in the basal cells? They are the Sertoli cells, or they are the nourishing cells, which will be providing nutrition and help in the maturation. Then interstitial space consists of the leaded cells. So Sertoli cells are also known as sustentacular cells. बहुत आप लोगों को इसके बारे में पता होगा. Only thing which you have to see is, you can see this is the basement membrane. This whole elongated column, this whole blue colored cell, this is the elongated columnar. These are the Sertoli cells, and then you can see they are forming the tight junctions also. Sertoli cells, they form tight junction, and they divide the lumen of the seminiferous tubule, or the lining of the seminiferous tubule, into certain compartments. This is the basal compartment and this is the luminal compartment. In the basal compartment, immature cells are there, or immature spermatogonia are there. As soon as they become mature, they divide, they pass towards the luminal compartment, and then you can see these spermatids, after formation, they are embedded in the processes of the Sertoli cells. So we can visualize the tails of the spermatids in towards the lumen. So this is the basal compartment, this is the luminal compartment, and different generations of the spermatogonium, like some will be spermatogonia, some will be primary spermatocyte, some will be secondary, and then the mature spermatids, and they form the tight junctions to compartmentalize this thing. So from अब यहाँ Sertoli cells present हैं testis में, but are they like they are present here from the beginning, or they migrate from somewhere and they reach to the gonads? क्या व्यू है तुम लोगों का? अभी तक क्या पता है? देखो, जर्म सेल्स जो हैं वो गोनाड्स में ही रहते हैं, ओवरी में ही होते हैं, या टेस्टिस में ही शुरू बिगिनिंग से होते हैं, और दे माइग्रेट फ्रॉम समवेयर एंड रीच गोनाड्स. They migrate from somewhere and then they reach gonads. So they reach gonads at around 5th week of development. So in both cases it is the same thing. So epiblast cells, we will be seeing ये epiblast क्या है, पूरा embryology हमें पढ़ना है. Actually they are the totipotent cells. So in 2nd week they migrate through the wall of the yolk sac, through the mesentery, and then they will be reaching to the gonads in 5th week, and then they invade the genital ridges. These genital ridges are meant for the of ovary in females and a testis in males. So germs, they are present in the wall of the yolk sac, then they migrate and reach gonads at around week of development. So spermatogenesis, it is the process of formation of spermatozoa. This process begins at puberty, it continues till old age. Site is the seminal, and whole process of spermatogenesis, it takes around 64 days to be completed. एक sperm को बनने में cycle है that is completed in 64 days. तो 64 कहाँ बनेगा? 64 days में spermatogonia to sperm, or the spermatozoa spermiogenesis is also included in this 64 days. This is the breakup. Spermatogonial phase is of 16 days. Then spermatocyte phase, इसमें meiosis 1 takes around 8 days, meiosis 2 takes around 16 days, and spermiogenesis as such it takes around 24 days. That means 64 में से 24 तो किस में चले गए? स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस में. रेस्ट जो है बस मियोसिस 1, मियोसिस 2, देन दी स्पर्मेटोगोनियल फेज, ये 40 डेज का साइकिल है. 16, 16 एंड 8. So 32 plus 8 is 40 and 24 days in spermiogenesis. अब मुझे यहीं पे ये भी बता दो कि what is the effect of the hormones on this process? What are the hormones responsible for this at puberty? Which hormones are released, which are required for the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone in males is also known as interstitial stimulating hormone, and they will be stimulating the Leydig cells to secrete testosterone. And then the androgen binding protein, basically that secretion is stimulated by the follicle stimulating hormone. So this way, this whole process, it will be continued. So coming to the spermatogonial phase, there are two types of spermatogonia you might be knowing, the type A and type B. So type A also consists of dark type and the pale type, and pale type will be converted into type B, and type B spermatogonia will be converted into primary spermatocyte. And in primary spermatocyte, this reduction division or meiosis 1 will take place. So that means type A will be somewhat dormant kind of. So type A dark type and type A pale type. So some cells you can make out the pale type and the dark type, and they are towards the basal side. As soon as they mature, they will pass towards the lumen of the testis. So type A dark type, they have ovoid nucleus with dark nucleoplasm. They are progenitor spermatogonium, and they will only produce the dark type spermatogonia, while pale type spermatogonia will produce the type B type of spermatogonia, and they are the committed cell line. You know that the dividing cells, they are pale type, and then so type B spermatogonia, they are spherical, they are condensed into clumps, and then they produce this primary spermatocyte. So this is the graphical representation. The dark type of spermatogonia will only produce the two dark type of spermatogonia. Then dark type will produce, one of the dark type might produce the pale type also. So pale type will be converted into the type B, and type B spermatogonia will produce the primary they will divide and form the primary spermatocyte under the effect of the testosterone. Then you know the different stages of the division also. What are the phases in the division? Meiosis, there is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. So prophase, then in the metaphase, you know, homologous pairs are arranged on the equator, and at the anaphase they are pulled back. And in telophase 1, this meiosis 1 will produce secondary spermatocyte. That means meiosis 1 is the reduction division, which will be converting with type of spermatogonia into the primary spermatocytes into secondary spermatocytes. Then primary spermatocytes are formed from which mitosis by which spermatogonia? Type B. They are formed from type B kind of spermatogonia. So type B spermatogonia by mitosis will form primary spermatocytes, and primary spermatocytes will be converted into secondary spermatocyte by meiosis, one reduction, division. So you can see this is the interphase, this is prophase 1. The different stages तुम्हें ज़्यादा याद होंगी, leptotene, zygote, pachytene, diplotin and diakinesis. So in leptotene stage there is condensation of the chromosomes, and then the homologous chromosomes pair up. They begin to pair in zygotene stage. Pairing is complete by the pachytene stage. Chromatids and chiasmata appear in diplotene stage. शायद ये क्वेश्चन आता होता है ना नीट में कि chromatids and chiasmata they appear in the diplotene stage, and then in the diakinesis the centromeres further separate. So secondary spermatocyte, they now the secondary spermatocytes have formed after meiosis 1. वो हमने जो देखा वो प्रोफेज था, उसका मेटाफेज, एनाफेज, टीलोफेज वो सब कंप्लीट होने के बाद में व्हाट विल फॉर्म? सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट्स. सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट्स by second meiotic division they will be converted into 4 equal size spermatids. All the gametes which are produced, they are of equal size. This is like in contrast to the oogenesis. Their polar bodies are produced, the first polar body and the second polar body, which are smaller in size as compared to the oocyte. Here all the spermatids, they are of equal size, and 4 spermatids are produced from a single germ cell. This is the difference between the spermatogenesis and the oogenesis. So here also you can make out the spermatogonia towards the basal side. Then the spermatogonia will be converted into primary spermatocyte by meiosis. Then secondary spermatocytes by mitosis and then meiosis, and then the spermatids are formed and they will pass towards the lumen. So coming to spermiogenesis, स्टार सेल्स जो बन गए हैं, their shape is not that of the mature sperm. So to provide motility to the sperm as well as to make it potent for this fertilization, the shape is changed, and so those changes which occur, those changes are they are grouped in a process. That process is spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis, what exactly happens? What are the parts of sperm? हेड, नेक, टेल में सीधे आ गए, उसके पहले क्या है? देर आर 3 pieces which head, neck, middle piece, then principal piece, and then there is end piece, and there is annulus also. तो वो सब कहाँ से derived है? They all are derived from these structures. So can you tell me from where this acrosomal cap is derived? Golgi body, so Golgi apparatus, it will be forming this acrosomal cap. From where this head is derived? It is derived from the nucleus. It is derived from nucleus. Then this dot is what? Present in the neck. This is centriole. Which centriole? The proximal centriole. Then middle piece consists of what? Mitochondria, and then there are filaments also. So this is the middle piece, this is annulus. Annulus में ही क्या है? The second centriole, and then the principal piece and the end piece. So Golgi apparatus forms the acrosomal cap, nucleus forms the head, proximal centriole lies in the neck, the mitochondria forms the sheath for the middle piece, Then distal centriole, it forms the ring-like structure and forms the annulus. These axial filaments from the centriole, they form the principal piece and the end piece. So this is the sperm. What is the difference between this middle piece and this tail? Can anybody tell me इसमें क्या missing है? Axial filaments दोनों में ही है. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया प्लस देयर इज ये जो शीथ लाइक जो अरेंजमेंट है इन द मिडिल पीस, 9+2 के अलावा एक और फाइबर्स का अरेंजमेंट दैट इज ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट ऑन द पेरिफेरी ऑफ दिस मिडिल पीस. सो अ स्पर्मेटोजोन इज 60 माइक्रॉन इन लेंथ and it consists of a caput or a head, the neck, the tail or the cauda that consists of middle piece, principal piece and end piece. So these are the parts of the sperm. 60 micron in. अब इस 60 micron में से 40 micron is tail and rest of the things are 20 micron. So caput or head, it consists of nucleus, chromatin, acrosomal cap and its length is 4 micron, diameter is 3 micron. Then neck is very small, formed from the proximal centriole. It has got a basal body. Then middle piece, it consists of this 9+1 arrangement in the 9+1 arrangement in the center, as well as there are coarse fibers at the periphery also in middle piece. While in tail only the these filaments, it is typically like the flagellum. So it is consisting, mitochondria is missing in this thing. Then motility of the spermatozoa, कहाँ कब जाके मोटाइल होते हैं, when it is gained in they are newly formed are non-motile. The full pattern of mobility is only displayed after ejaculation. So some form of, they are stored in the epididymis. In that way you are correct, they are stored in the epididymis, but full pattern of mobility is only gained after ejaculation. So they are non-motile. They pass through the genital tract by muscular contractions of the tract through fluid current, and their traveling speed is 1.5 mm per minute. So they gain in epididymis by slinking, and when they pass through the tract, they pass straight line. If they want to travel, so this motility is in the straight line instead of going zigzag. We'll come to this. So this is the hormonal control of the spermatogenesis. The hypothalamus, it secretes the gonadotropin releasing hormones acting on the adenohypophysis part of the pituitary. Two main hormones are released, the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. This follicle stimulating hormone, basically it acts on the Sertoli cell, and this luteinizing hormone, it acts on the Leydig cells. So Leydig cells will be secreting the testosterone, and then Sertoli cells, they will be secreting this inhibin, as well as there are increased androgen binding proteins. So gonadotropin releasing hormone, pituitary gland secrete FSH and luteinizing hormone, Sertoli cells secrete inhibin and the androgen binding protein. So this Leydig cells secrete testosterone. A blood testis barrier also exists in the testis for the process of the spermatogenesis. This blood testis barrier is formed by the tight junctions between the Sertoli cells. ये सब चीज बहुत डिटेल में तुम फिजियोलॉजी में पढ़ोगे in the reproductive system. Only just a correlation between the spermatogenesis and the various organs related to it. why a blood testis barrier is required for spermatogenesis, as it provides a favorable environment for creating high testosterone concentration, and it isolates the haploid germ cell. So this blood barrier formed by the tight junctions between these Sertoli cells, that is required, and then the factors which can influence the spermatogenesis, they are the effects of the factors, the environmental and lifestyle factors, then toxic agents, mutagens, drugs, and metabolites. Alcohol also has a negative on the process of spermatogenesis. So, those who want to indulge in, kindly take a note of that. Many cases I have seen the this process is affected by alcohol. Then coming to the applied part, so what is cryptorchidism? Undescended testes. So undescended testes they fail to, we will be see, तुम जब पूरा हम पढ़ेंगे testes descend at what age, like at fetal age? प्राइमोर्डियल जर्म सेल वहां गया है, अभी टेस्टिस बना भी नहीं है, मतलब टोटल कंप्लीशन इज स्टिल बाय द एज ऑफ 9 months. देयर इज ऑलवेज अ रेंज, लेकिन जस्ट बिफोर मतलब द बर्थ दे डिसेंड, बट इफ दे फेल टू डिसेंड देन व्हाट हैपेंस, दैट कंडीशन इज cryptorchidism. So if they fail to descend to the scrotum, what will happen? That temperature which is required for spermatogenesis, it be provided. So, and also the carcinomas can also develop in the testis. So orchidopexy is the corrective procedure. Then surgeons usually wait for the 1 year after birth for the testis to descend itself, because it's a normal procedure. So they have normally in the development, they are developed in the abdominal cavity and then they descend to the scrotum. So it's a normal thing. So if they fail to descend by 9 months of the fetal, the surgeons usually they wait 1 year till 1 year after birth, and after, if they fail to descend, then only the corrective procedures or the surgery is done. Then it should be done before the age of puberty. So first the testes they develop in the abdominal cavity, they pass through this inguinal canal and then they reach the scrotum. बहुत अच्छे से आगे जब abdomen पढ़ेंगे, you will read about the boundaries of the inguinal canal and everything, then you will know in detail. These are the things which are related to the alteration in the spermatogenesis. तो spermatogenesis क्या है, कहाँ से शुरू करा हमने, कब होता है ये process? Start puberty and it is continued till life. And then कौन से स्टेज से कौन से स्टेज में आते हैं spermatids? From spermatogonia or the primordial germ cells to spermatozoa. So what divisions actually takes during this process? Mitosis and meiosis. So spermatogonia, they will, how many types of spermatogonia are there? 2 types, type A and type B. So type A dark type and type A pale type. So type A pale type will be transforming or dividing and forming type B, and type B will undergo mitosis and then they will form primary spermatocyte. Meiosis 1 takes place at which stage? From primary spermatocyte to secondary spermatocyte. This is same in case of oocytes also. Whenever we use the term secondary, that means reduction division has taken place. So from primary till secondary. Then from secondary spermatocyte to spermatids and then spermatozoa by spermiogenesis. कितना टाइम लगता है इस पूरे प्रोसेस में? 64 days. ठीक है, 16, 8, 8 and rest 20 days in the 24 days in the spermiogenesis. So total time, mobility. अगर अब इस पूरे प्रोसेस में, that means या if the testis can fail to descend, second thing is No, the alteration in chromosome number can occur at the time of this mitosis and meiosis, because division is taking place, reduction division is taking place, so it can give rise to chromosomal abnormalities, and these abnormalities will result in an abnormal embryo.